population that continues to grow here in Texas, and in which there is a continuing gap in the need for that care and the availability of sufficient numbers of well-trained physicians and other health professionals. In patient care, certainly, as I've suggested already, a cornerstone, which is a driver for the first two missions that I've just described very briefly, is in fact here an activity of great scale and scope. Clinical care at UT Southwestern is provided in clinics and university hospitals, which are managed and owned directly by the university, and also in our key partners. The most important, Parkland Hospital, which is right here on the campus, as I've pointed out to you a few moments ago, and Children's Hospital, also on the campus, which comprise our two most important partners. In Parkland Hospital, virtually all of the doctors there are members of our faculty, and greater than 80% of the physicians at the Children's Medical Center are members of the UT Southwestern faculty. So in aggregate, the clinical programs at the university hospitals, at Parkland Hospital and Children's Medical Center provide an enormous opportunity for experiential growth of the students of this medical school as they transition from their first years of basic didactic learning and begin to learn the true art of patient care. To put that scale and scope in a different metric framework, across all of those venues, our faculty, together with the residents who work closely with them, and of course the medical students being involved in all of those different domains, provide care to more than 90,000 patients admitted to those hospitals, and in total, more than 2 million outpatient visits. This wealth of clinical experience is part of what makes an education at UT Southwestern a unique experience that ensures that our graduates are fully prepared to provide the very best health care for their patients in the future. A few sort of related notes, just in terms of recent development. As you might actually see noted driving around in Dallas, we were truly delighted this summer to receive notice from the National Cancer Institute that our cancer center was now designated as an NCI Cancer Center, which is in essence a designation that implies the very highest standards of excellence in patient care and in cancer research, and ensures that patients coming to this center have access to not only today's cutting-edge treatments, but when, unfortunately, those are not sufficient, investigational agents which will become the treatments of the future. And it's but one indication of the commitment we have at UT Southwestern to driving to excellence in all domains, including our clinical programs. Now, two other developments I thought were worth commenting upon this afternoon, because this medical school class will be a direct witness as these really develop in an exciting fashion over the next 3 and 4 years. Unprecedented, I think, but certainly unequaled at this time. They will see 2 new academic hospitals constructed right here at the Southwestern Medical Center. A new university hospital to replace our existing University Hospital St. Paul, and a new Parkland Hospital to replace the existing facility. Each of these facilities, but I'll speak specifically about the University Hospital that is under the aegis of the UT Southwestern Medical Center, are committed to delivering cutting-edge, patient-centric, family-friendly care, but embedded in that into the DNA of these hospitals and how they will deliver that care is our commitment to incorporating our students, our trainees, and our mission to translate clinical research so that patients coming to these facilities will indeed know that they are receiving the latest, the most innovative approaches, even as the care team is focused around what is the best experience for that patient. This is what the new University Hospital will look like, just a little bit north of where we are on Harry Hines, just on the other side of the existing St. Paul facility. And this is what, the new Parkland facility will look like on the opposite side of Harry Hines. In fact, it was a very special day on Friday when groundbreaking for this facility took place, and as we anticipate the groundbreaking for the new University Hospital shortly after the new year. I will conclude by suggesting that as much as has been accomplished and as much as students arriving here know that they will have the benefit of exceedingly well-developed educational programs, that we are anything but complacent and have key important priorities to ensure that UT Southwestern remains at the vanguard of academic medicine and remains at the very cutting edge in clinical care and in research and in the quality of the education we provide to our students. And I've shown what I have listed on this slide are the priorities which I developed over the first several months that I spent on this campus, and which we now, I'm very delighted to say, are moving ahead in a forceful way to ensure that we actually deliver on these priorities. And indeed, this Monday I plan to share with the campus an email to look back at what has been accomplished over the past 8 or 9 months since these priorities were articulated and plans were developed by the involvement of vast numbers of our faculty, of our staff, with input from students, and can say that fully 70% of the 150 specific recommendations behind these several priorities have actually now been fully executed. So they will see over the years ahead a campus which is dynamic in the sense of the continuing evolution of the campus and its facilities, but also the programs that are developed. And just to conclude my remarks, I would emphasize that as much as our focus predominantly rests with these 3 core missions of research, education, and clinical care, that is not to the exclusion of other important roles that this campus plays as a citizen of Dallas, as an important institution of this region, of the state, and nationally. And that includes our commitment to see that our technology, our discoveries made in our laboratories go out into the world where they'll actually ultimately benefit the patient, and that we are responsible neighbors and employers as a member of the community of Dallas. With that, I'm very, again, pleased to have the chance to have welcomed you here this afternoon. I do hope, as Wes has suggested, that you will leave at the end of the day truly inspired by what goes on this campus, as I am every single day I come to work. And to all, I think in conclusion, thank you for entrusting your sons, daughters, granddaughters, grandsons, friends, loved ones with us as our first year class. We know that they will be making contributions which are in essence the full manifestation of what I've tried to describe to you, because in the end is the care that they will be able to develop on the basis of their experience here, which is the ultimate legacy that we look for at UT Southwestern. Thank you for your attention.